All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we have Shakur Stevenson confronting Ryan Garcia as Ryan Garcia continues to run his mouth despite being expelled from boxing by the WBC and being the almost universal bad guy right about now in the minds of many boxing fans. Not all. There's going to be a lot of people that are going to back Ryan Garcia. You better believe it. However, Shakur steps up. Let's talk about what Shakur said and what it means to boxing. Not just what he said, but what it means. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon. Have you guys noticed a similarity between Shakur Stevenson and Ryan Garcia? Some people have told me about this before, but and a big hint was the Twitterson, the Twitterson, Shakur Twitterson lettering that was on the back of the trunks of Shakur Stevenson in his fight that he just had against Artram Hartunian. They talk a lot in the media, a lot. And in this particular instance, it was Shakur Stevenson saying something to Ryan Garcia, or at least in a comment, a response about, what would happen if he had said that N-word like that to Shakur Stevenson. Man, I'm telling you, boxing is an interesting sport because there's a way all of this stuff can get worked out. And all the talking really ain't all that necessary. However, I got to take, at the same time, I got to take my hat off to Shakur because he's 100% right in his response. As you know, Ryan Garcia had said some very controversial, not even controversial things, just insulting things. Said he doesn't like black people, hates them. And said something about George Floyd, and George Floyd was a bitch, and how they wish they could bring him back to life so that they could, end his life again. Just real super tacky stuff, man. So Shakur Stevenson said that, somebody wouldn't be breathing if Ryan Garcia had said that to him. Now, I don't know about that. I really do not know about that. I don't know about that because there's a lot of stuff that is said out there by Shakur, and the same word over and over and over and over and over and over again, all over Twitter, almost every tweet. So to me, I'm not 100% sure, man, if who would fly off like that. I think sometimes people use these words comfortably around other black people and they don't have a problem with it. Or it may get said like, oh, you got to pass or something like that. I don't know about that. I do know this, though, that there is without a doubt a way for Shakur Stevenson to take out his frustrations on Ryan Garcia. When Ryan Garcia comes back to boxing, fight him. That would not be a bad move at all for Shakur Stevenson. That would be a very big fight. And we'll see whether or not you can actually beat Ryan Garcia or not. Because, unfortunately for the people that don't like Ryan Garcia or don't like Gervonta Davis, depending on, doesn't matter which camp they're in, Ryan Garcia can't fight until one of their fighters actually fight him. The fact of the matter is Ryan Garcia said all that, but Ryan Garcia can really fight. And Ryan Garcia is a very, very big puncher. And Shakur Stevenson very well may get caught by that dude who is much bigger than him. But you can do that in a fight. You can have a fight. You can get a payday off of that. I understand. I hear a chorus of people that say that, nobody should fight Ryan. Kenny Ellis, one of my favorite trainers, Kenny Ellis, from Gervonta Davis's camp. That's his opinion. He's like, no, we wouldn't rematch you. Will you say that stuff about us? You don't like us. Why would we eat with you? Why would we allow you to make money? Because it's the biggest fight in boxing. I mean, because it's going to be one of the bigger fights in boxing. And that's an opportunity for people. Now, Gervonta, not necessarily, doesn't have to be the case with Gervonta, right? Because Gervonta can make money against a lot of different people. So, he's kind of like Canelo. He can pick and choose. But Shakur, not in the picking and choosing position. Devin Haney right now, really not in the picking and choosing position. Gary Antoine Russell, not in the picking and choosing position. I could go on and on. Subriel Matias, not in the picking and choosing position. The fact of the matter is that these guys have to fight. They fight for a living, and beating up Ryan Garcia to get payback for that terrible statement that he made, I think could be a lucrative endeavor. I think that could be a lucrative endeavor. I don't know about standing on the principle of not fighting a guy. He's going to fight again. Somebody else is going to fight him. And if you feel that way about him, hey, man, why not you? There are people that have said that Shakur Stevenson should move up to 140. And the reason that they say that is because they believe that he is not going to get the Gervonta Davis fight because it is because his performance was lackluster against Arturum Hartunian. But that if he moved up to 140 and fought guys like Subriel Matias, fought guys like Liam Paro, and then was able to establish himself, Teofimo Lopez, Gary Antoine Russell, if he was able to establish himself in that weight division, hey, man, that'd be a good thing for him. Because I think, and honestly, man, I think if he was at 140 pounds, nobody would be looking for knockouts. They'd be like, yeah, he's 140 pounds now. He's not going to knock these dudes out. However, if he can outbox them, if he can win the fight, they'll probably still watch the fight as long as, you don't have some expectation of a knockout coming at 140 pounds. And then, he could put himself in a position of being very, very, very highly respected, man, in the game of boxing. But of course, the money being at 135 pounds, hey, that's if he can get the Gervonta Davis fight, cool. But if not, hey man, fight Ryan Garcia. I'm really very, very interested in seeing who's gonna step up, fight Ryan Garcia and beat Ryan Garcia. Obviously, Devin Haney is my number one candidate to do that. If he believes that he was done wrong in as far as that Ostarine and all that, with the weight coming into the fight and all that stuff, if he feels like he's done wrong, hey, man, run it with the dude again, man, and make a lot of money doing it. But, that's just my take on the matter. I could understand how somebody would see it differently. Again, there's a lot of people that say, hey, man, screw Ryan. No, we don't want to see Ryan in the ring again. He should never be allowed to fight and all of that. Yeah, I'm not that big a believer in it, probably because of the fact that I think a lot of people think what Ryan does or said is true. There's a lot of people that believe that. A lot of people that would easily say it and say a lot worse. So if you don't let them fight, all you're really doing is just saying, okay, well, we're going to censor that. And you're just going to make the people that believe that not say anything, but it's not going to change anybody. And it may actually reinforce certain aspects of those people's rationale. But anyway, that's my take on the matter. Please let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.